Austin, Texas, home to the Rice Owls, and we've been looking forward to this game all week long. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the Florida Atlantic Owls taking on the Rice Owls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Rice's offense will go to work first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Owls look to keep this drive humming. Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Runs through the tackle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They'll leave it with him. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Tried to nestle that lob in, but it's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll send out the kicker here. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Looking for room, it's Jackson. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be third and long. Leaves it with the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Punt is on its way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage, and you can hit that curl route, and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They're going to run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Messer. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away. It's a big-time play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got a man. It's Sands. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
That makes the score Florida Atlantic 6, Rice 0.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sands. Oh, he's got some space. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Handoff to the single running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's 3rd down.
The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Second down coming up.
Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Now the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Messer. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The play action fake. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Rice takes over. The Owls ready to get that offense cooking again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He'll pull it on the read. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass. And you just saw the speed off the edge by that D-end.
The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
The give on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Messer. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Quarterback saw a quick opening right over the middle of the field, so he spits it out to his slot receiver on the slant pass. Nice job.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. That is no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. They'll run play action. He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the left side. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the move. Hard running there. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up 4th down.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Complete on the comeback. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sands. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's going to take off. Did the work himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He'll throw it. He's got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Jackson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. You saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Gonna run it. It's Sands. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Smith. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know, as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it.
Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Rides the back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Gives it on the option. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. They're facing a third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. Fights off a defender. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. He stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Finds a tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Just keep slinging it. Got it behind the line. It's Sands. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Punt is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Goes to the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Quarterback on the keeper. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Owls. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. And they're not on the same page there. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
With jet sweep pass. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Had to get rid of it quickly.
Well, another big incompletion on third down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark, and you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
He'll field the punt and look for room. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. They're working that left side.
The pass is complete through the air. It's third down.
And the Owls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right on target this time. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Owls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Sure hands, it's Smith. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright and through. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. He'll pull it on the read. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Running into the open space.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Owls! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The lone back's got it. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Owls! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
44, Rice, 7.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Got it in the middle. It's Messer. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Picks up
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And the Owls are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick completion on the out. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Messer. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
51, Rice, 7.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. The play action fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. From midfield, looking for room. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Wilson. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
Got the 1st down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The throw. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Now they'll run it to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle. And the D does it again. I feel like it's a repeat. We could play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run.
limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this D.
Trying play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they grab it in the end zone. They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
Got room to work.
The return is tackled down at the
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Sands. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
4th down coming up.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down.
1st and 10.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Gives it on the option. Shakes off the defender. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
I know a lot of people were thinking there was a chance this defense could contain one of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought they would dominate him and completely shut him down the way they have. Negative rushing yards in the game for this guy. You cannot say enough just about how physical this defense has been, playing with a chip on their shoulder all game long to shut him down.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
Makes the catch at the 35. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught in the backfield, it's Sands. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. I mean, just have a day already. He's right on the cusp of 500 yards through the air.
And I know he did an outstanding job all week long in practice, watching film and taking every rep seriously and personally on the practice field building up to this one because he's barely made any mistakes today.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Spins away from the defender.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Barnett. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Give to the back. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
The give from the gun. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And the Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
This is a tough one. A third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On the ground, it's Sands. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one.